My friends, congratulations. If this message has reached you before the 2nd of December, it is not an accident. It is a divine appointment. It is a sign that God is preparing something extraordinary, something unexpected, something beyond your past limitations and beyond the imaginations of those who doubted you. When God wants to shift a person's life, He places a word in their path before the moment of visitation. He sends a signal before the breakthrough. He gives a whisper before the windstorm of blessing arrives. And today, this message is that signal to you. You are standing on the threshold of a supernatural turning point. It doesn't matter how the year began. It doesn't matter who left you, who doubted you, or what you lost. When heaven scheduled something for your life, nothing in the world can cancel it. The battles you fought this year were not to break you. They were to prepare capacity inside you. Capacity for the blessing, capacity for new levels, capacity for territories you could not handle before. Many times, God hides your next miracle behind a moment of discouragement. He hides the next open door behind a season of confusion. He hides your promotion behind an assignment that looks too heavy for you. Not because He wants to frustrate you, but because He wants to grow you into someone who can carry what He is about to release. What He is preparing is bigger than what you prayed for, more impactful than what you dreamed, more powerful than what you imagined. So if this message reached you before the 2nd of December, let me tell you plainly, you are entering a divine time window, a time when prayers are answered faster, a time when long-standing battles are concluded suddenly, a time when hidden testimonies rise to the surface, a time when God reorganizes what you thought was lost, a time when doors that were shut for years swing open as if they were never locked. In the next days, expect a shift. Expect unusual favor. Expect a surprising yes. Expect clarity where there was confusion. Expect strength where you felt tired. Expect a rush of grace that lifts you beyond your natural abilities. Because the God who sees your tears, your struggles, your private battles, and your silent endurance is about to reward you openly. But listen, when God prepares a miracle, He also prepares the heart. This is the time to guard your spirit from discouragement. This is the time to speak life over your future. This is the time to reject negative voices. This is the time to stand boldly in faith and say, my story is not ending here. Something new is about to begin. What you declare now shapes what you receive next. You may say, but I don't see anything happening. That's because God often works in silence before He works in power. The seed grows quietly before the fruit appears visibly. Your miracle is already taking shape behind the scenes. Your opportunities are forming. Your helpers are being positioned. Your resources are being aligned. Heaven is preparing a delivery with your name on it. So receive this word with faith before the 2nd of December. Something will shift for you. Something will open. Something will be confirmed. Something will be restored. And even if it begins small, do not despise the small beginning, because the small beginning is only the first ripple of a coming wave of blessing. Stand firm, stay expectant, keep your heart open. You are walking into a divine moment. You are stepping into a supernatural timeline. The fact that this message reached you before the 2nd is proof Heaven has marked you for something special. Congratulations, because the God who started your story is not finished yet. The next chapter is about to surprise you. You are entering a divine time window where accelerated answers and sudden breakthroughs will appear. And stepping into such a moment is never random. It is always a sign that heaven has shifted its attention toward you in a fresh, intentional way. There are seasons in life when things move slowly, when prayers feel delayed, when progress comes in small drops instead of flowing streams. But there are also seasons, very rare, very sacred, when God compresses time. when He takes what should take years and brings it to pass in moments, when He changes a destiny in the span of a single divine intervention. This is one of those moments for you. This is a window where heaven is closer, where spiritual momentum increases, and where long-standing issues begin to unravel quickly. When God creates a divine time window, He does not announce it with fanfare. He whispers it into the spirit of the attentive. You begin to feel unusual expectation rising in your heart. You sense something new is coming, even if you can't articulate it. You notice small signs. Doors that were previously shut begin to open slightly. Conversations that were once difficult become easier, and certain burdens begin to feel lighter. It's not coincidence. It's divine timing beginning to activate around you. And once it begins, nothing can stop its progression. Not fear, not doubt, not circumstances, not opposition. When God says now, everything that resisted you before loses its power. Accelerated answers mean that prayers you have repeated for months or even years will suddenly gain traction. The things you once thought would take years to resolve will come together quickly because God is rearranging the path for you. What seemed stuck becomes fluid. What seemed impossible becomes accessible. The divine time window speeds up the processes that were delayed, not because you were unworthy, but because everything has its appointed time. When your appointed time arrives, heaven releases what was stored for you. The answer does not just come, it rushes toward you. There are breakthroughs that take place gradually, and there are breakthroughs that arise suddenly in this divine window. Sudden breakthroughs will appear. They may appear in unexpected ways. A person who once ignored you may suddenly become your helper. An opportunity that once felt out of reach may become available. A struggle that felt unending may break open with surprising ease. A burden you carried for too long may lift instantly. These breakthroughs are not random. They are manifestations of divine acceleration. God is compressing the process, shortening the path, and bringing the harvest closer to your hands. This is also a time when hidden things surface. God exposes what needs to be healed. He reveals what needs to be changed. He uncovers what has been slowing you down. Divine windows are often moments of clarity. You begin to see with new eyes. You recognize what is for you and what is not. You feel guided toward decisions you once hesitated to make. You experience internal alignment that prepares you for external elevation. When heaven accelerates your life, it also accelerates your understanding. You begin to grasp things that were unclear to you before. You gain boldness you had never walked in. You begin to feel an inner strength that signals preparation for a breakthrough. This divine window also brings divine connections. The right people beg ye and to show up. The wrong people begin to drift away. You may feel separation in some areas, but separation is not loss. It is preparation. God removes what cannot go with you into the next level when He wants to elevate you quickly. He cleans your circle quietly. People who doubt you cannot accompany you into acceleration. People who limit your vision cannot walk into breakthrough with you. So don't grieve who leaves during this time window. Celebrate the alignment God is creating. Acceleration also requires faith. You must believe that what you are stepping into is real. You must guard your heart from cynicism, negativity, and discouragement. You must refuse to let past disappointments poison future expectations. Divine time windows reward those who expect. When you expect nothing, you receive nothing. But when you expect God to move, you begin to see the signs of His movement. Faith makes you sensitive to divine timing. Faith prepares you to receive quickly. Faith aligns your posture so that when the breakthrough appears suddenly, you are ready to catch it, hold it, and walk boldly into it. During this time, your prayers carry extra weight. Your words carry extra authority. Your declarations carry extra impact. Heaven listens closely in divine windows, and your faith-filled words create spiritual momentum. Speak life over your path. Speak faith over your future. Speak strength over your spirit. Speak breakthrough over your circumstances. What you speak in this window will determine how far and how fast you move. you must also understand that acceleration is not just about speed, it is about alignment. God brings things together in such perfect timing that it feels effortless. You will look back and realize that what once exhausted you is now happening without strain or struggle. When God accelerates your life, He becomes the wind behind you. You move forward not by pushing, but by being carried. Things fall into place because His hand is on them. This divine time window is also a harvest moment. Seeds you planted long ago, prayers, sacrifices, obedience, faith, endurance begin to produce fruit. Harvest does not come because of luck. It comes because of divine timing. And when the timing is right, your harvest multiplies quickly. You will receive more than you expected. You will experience blessings that run over. You'll be surprised by what God has been preparing in silence. So walk into this time window with boldness. Do not shrink back. Do not fear sudden change. Do not question your readiness. If God has opened the window, you are ready for what is coming. You are not entering this season by accident. You have been prepared through battles, stretched through challenges, strengthened through trials, and matured through pressure. Now the time has come for God to do quickly what once felt distant. You are entering a divine time window. Accelerated answers are coming. Sudden breakthroughs are appearing. Heaven is moving. Your story is shifting. And what God is about to release will make the waiting worth it. Your battles this year were preparation for a larger blessing God is about to release. And though the journey may have felt heavy, confusing, and at times overwhelming, none of it was wasted. Every struggle, every setback, every tear, every closed door, every disappointment, and every unexpected turn was shaping something inside you that comfort could never produce. Blessings of great magnitude require foundations of great strength. When God plans to lift you higher, He must deepen your roots first. What felt like attack was actual lie training. What felt like loss was actually pruning. What felt like delay was actually alignment. You have not been walking through random difficulty. You have been walking through divine preparation. Think about how battles shape a person. They teach you resilience. They refine your focus. They force you to grow in ways you never intended but always needed. A life without battles may seem desirable, but a life without battles leaves a person unprepared for blessing. Comfort can make you soft. Success without struggle can make you fragile. Big blessings require strong shoulders, and God loves you too much to give you something that will break you. So instead, He prepared you through the very challenges you wish would end quickly. He strengthened you where you were weak. He stretched you where you were rigid. He humbled you where pride might have hindered you. He purified your intentions so that when the blessing arrives, you will carry it with gratitude, not entitlement. Every battle carried a lesson designed specifically for you. Some taught you patience because what God is sending requires endurance. Some taught you humility because the next stage cannot be entered with old PRI. Some taught you discernment because bigger blessings attract bigger distractions. Some battles exposed people around you who was true, who was false, who was beneficial, who was draining. You needed that clarity because elevation requires the right circle. Some battles taught you to depend only on God because the blessing coming is so significant that you must remain anchored in Him, not in people or circumstances. You may have felt tired, even abandoned during certain seasons of the year, but God was closer to you in those moments than you realize. He was observing how you responded to pressure. He was measuring your faithfulness in the dark. He was evaluating your readiness for what He has planned. When you kept moving, even when you felt like stopping, you proved that your faith is stronger than your feelings. When you push through discouragement, you prove that your spirit refuses to surrender. When you stayed kind despite hurt, you prove that your heart is capable of carrying greater responsibility. And God never ignores such growth. Heaven always responds to perseverance. Your battles also broke things off you. Fear, doubt, people-pleasing, insecurity, unhealthy attachment. limiting beliefs, old cycles that would have destroyed your future. You may not have noticed a transformation while you were in the storm, but something inside you shifted. You became wiser, sharper, braver, more stable, more grounded, more aware of who you are and what you deserve. You became someone who cannot be easily manipulated, confused, or shaken. That inner strengthening was necessary so that you would not sabotage the blessing God is preparing. And now, because you endured the battles, the blessing is coming with greater speed. When God sees readiness, He releases provision. When He sees maturity, He releases opportunity. When He sees character, He releases elevation. The blessing coming to you is not ordinary. It's the kind that explains the battles you went through. It's the kind that makes people say, now I understand why you had to go through all that. It's the kind that brings closure to years of pain. It's the kind that elevates you into a season where favor becomes normal and doors open with ease. Sometimes the blessing is not simply a gift, it is an assignment. You are being trained for more authority, more influence, more responsibility, more impact. You are an OT, the same person you were at the beginning of the year. You have grown in ways even you cannot fully see yet. That growth has positioned you for greater things, things that require maturity, stability, wisdom, and resilience. The battles prepared you by building these qualities inside you. You may wonder why certain battles lasted longer than you expected. Some lasted because you needed to outgrow old versions of yourself. Some lasted because God was protecting you from making premature decisions. Some lasted because the blessing attached to them required deeper refinement. When the blessing carries generational impact, the preparation is intense. But the intensity of your battles is the evidence of the size of your blessing. Light battles accompany small breakthroughs. Heavy battles accompany monumental ones. And you have faced heavy battles because you are being prepared for a monumental blessing. As the year approaches its conclusion, the preparation is almost complete. You are stepping into the phase where the purpose of your pain will become clearer. What frustrated you will begin to make sense. What pressured you will reveal its meaning. What pushed you will show its purpose. When God finishes preparing a person, He positions them in places they could never reach through their own strength. You are about to be positioned. You are about to be rewarded. You are about to enter the stage of blessing that only divine preparation can qualify you for. You will notice small signs first: unexpected favor, opportunities you didn't chase, people speaking well of you behind your back, peace returning to your life, strength rising again, creativity opening up, solutions appearing. These are signals that the blessing is close. They are indicators that your preparation phase is concluding. When these signs begin, it means heaven has already decided to release something new. You don't need to force anything. You need only to remain aligned, expectant, and faithful. The blessing will find you because it was designed for you. In the coming season, you will see why you had to fight the battles you fought. You will realize that without those battles, you wouldn't be ready for what's coming. You will see that the version of you who entered the year could not handle the blessing you are about to receive. But the version of you who stands today is fully prepared. Your wound became wisdom, your pain became power, your challenges became training, and now the blessing will arrive right on time. Your battles were not punishment, they were preparation. They were shaping you for something greater. They were aligning you with your purpose. They were clearing the path for blessing. And now, because you endured, you are standing at the edge of divine release. A blessing larger than you prayed for, bigger than you imagined, and perfectly suited to the person you have become is on its way. Expect unexpected favor, open doors, and surprising yes moments before 2nd December. Because when God shifts a season, He doesn't always announce it loudly. He proves it through divine surprises. Favor rarely appears in a predictable way. It comes from directions you didn't anticipate, through people you never expected, and in moments you didn't see coming. That is the beauty of divine favor. favor. It arrives quietly but impacts loudly. And when you stand in a window of supernatural timing, the extraordinary often shows up disguised as ordinary. A simple message, a simple meeting, a simple opportunity can carry the weight of a miracle. What is about to happen for you is not coincidental. It is intentional, strategic, and divinely scheduled. Unexpected favor means God is going to bypass the normal order for your sake. Where others struggle to get approval, you will receive acceptance quickly. Where others need to push, your path will open smoothly. Where doors were previously locked, the keys will be placed in your hands. Favor shifts the environment around you. It softens hearts. It changes decisions. It turns no into yes without explanation. It highlights you in rooms where you were once invisible. It gives you access in places your qualifications could not reach. Favor is not earned. It is granted by God, and when He grants it, no human can revoke it. You may wonder why this specific period is important. It is because divine calendars are different from human calendars. God often marks moments long before we become aware of them. Sometimes He gives signs, small hints that something is changing. You begin to feel lighter. Even if nothing changed yet, you sense movement in the spiritual realm. You feel expectation rising in you for no logical reason. That inner shift is a signal that your environment is about to respond to what heaven has already arranged. Unexpected favor you are about to step into will be the outward confirmation of what has already been established spiritually. Open doors are one of the clearest signs of divine timing. When God opens a door, you don't need to fight for it. You don't need to beg for it. You don't need to manipulate anything. An open door is effortless. It fits. It feels right. It aligns perfectly. The right conversation happens at the right time. The right opportunity shows up when you least expect it. The right person reaches out. The right idea comes. The right connection forms. Open doors are not random luck. They are divine orchestration. God is placing you exactly where you need to be. Even if you do not fully understand why, before 2nd December, you are going to see how quickly things can shift. A single call can change your direction. A single message can adjust your plans. A single introduction can open a new chapter. That is what divine windows do. They compress what would normally take months into days. Opportunities find you instead of you finding them. Solutions appear without you searching for them. Things you once chased begin to chase you. Open doors are proof that heaven has moved your name to the top of the list. Surprising, yes. Moments are a hallmark of God's favor. You may have grown used to hearing no or not now. You may have faced delay after delay. You may have gotten so accustomed to resistance that you began to expect it. But this is a season where the script flips. Doors that previously shut will open. People who overlooked you will support you. Opportunities that once slipped away will return. You will hear yes in places where you expected another rejection. You will see progress in areas where you previously felt stuck. These yes moments carry power. They break discouragement. They restore your confidence. They reignite your belief in what is possible. They remind you that God has not forgotten you. They show you that delay is not denial, it's preparation. When heaven releases a yes, it comes with momentum. It pushes you forward, lifts your spirit, and confirms that your time has come. This is also a period where God will surprise you through people. Someone you hardly know may go out of their way to help you. Someone you thought didn't notice you may favor you. Someone who once resisted you may suddenly become supportive. Divine favor influences here without your involvement. God can place your name in the right conversation without you ever being present in the room. He can tilt decisions in your favor. He can place conviction in someone's heart to bless you. These are the kinds of surprises that leave you speechless because they reveal that God has been working silently on your behalf. You might feel unprepared for sudden blessings, but God has already prepared the blessing for you, and He has prepared you for it. Even if you don't feel ready, God knows you are. Unexpected favor comes when you have grown internally enough to handle external promotion. The quiet strength, resilience, patience, and clarity you developed through this year's struggles have positioned you perfectly for what's coming. You are no longer who you were months ago. You are stronger now, wiser now, more discerning now. You can manage what once overwhelmed you. The yes moments ahead are arriving because you have been prepared through pressure in this window. Small steps will produce big results. Simple obedience will open major doors. One act of faith can unleash a chain of blessings. That is how divine timing works. Effort multiplies when aligned with heaven. Do not underestimate the power of what you do in this season. Every prayer, every act of kindness, every word of faith, every courageous decision is being counted. Heaven responds quickly to pure intentions during acceleration seasons. At the same time, unexpected favor requires expectancy. You must remain open. You must not dismiss opportunities because they arrive differently than you imagine. Sometimes God sends blessings disguised as challenges. Sometimes He sends helpers disguised as strangers. Sometimes He sends breakthroughs disguised as small beginnings. Do not ignore what looks ordinary. The extraordinary is often hiding behind it. This is also a time to release fear. Favor and fear cannot occupy the same space. Fear steals opportunities by making you hesitate. Favor invites you to step forward with courage. When the door opens, walk through it. When the yes comes, accept it boldly. When the opportunity appears, seize it without second gun. God would not bring you this far only to confuse you. If He placed the blessing in front of you, He will empower you to handle it. Before the 2nd of December, watch closely. Your life is about to enter movement. Areas that were stagnant will begin to shift. Areas that were confusing will become clear. Areas that felt closed will open. Favor will locate you. Doors will welcome you. Yes will surprise you. And you will look back and realize that everything you endured this year was only preparation for this moment of divine acceleration. God is aligning people, resources, and opportunities behind the scenes for your next elevation. And the beauty of God's alignment is that it often happens long before you see any visible sign of change. What looks like silence is actually divine activity. What feels like delay is often the precise moment when God is arranging every detail so perfectly that when the breakthrough arrives, it fits your life with flawless precision. You may feel like nothing is moving, but heaven is busy on your behalf. Angels are being assigned. Conversations are being influenced. Hearts are being softened. People are being positioned, and doors are being crafted specifically for you. God is not improvising. He is orchestrating. When God aligns people, He brings the right individuals into your life at the right time. Some of these people will come to lift you, guide you, support you, or open doors for you that you could never open for yourself. Others will come to speak a word, offer an opportunity, or provide clarity you didn't know you needed. The people He brings are part of the blueprint for your elevation. They are not random. They are destiny connections. Individuals placed strategically to help you reach the stage God is preparing. You may not know them yet. Some you have not even met, but they are being prepared just as you are being prepared. Their paths are being guided in such a way that your footsteps will meet at the exact moment God has appointed. Sometimes before God brings the right people, He removes the wrong ones. This can feel painful, confusing, or unexpected, but it is necessary. Wrong people can block right blessings. Wrong connections can cloud right direction. Wrong voices can distort God's alignment. So when someone leaves your life, especially in this season, don't see it as a loss. See it as clearing. God is making space for those who will support your destiny, not sabotage it. He is aligning your circle with your future, not your past. Alongside the alignment of people, God is aligning resources. You may have felt financially stretched, under-equipped, or lacking what you need to step into your next level. But God never calls you higher without supplying the tools required for elevation. Resources are not just money. They include wisdom, skills, information, favor, access, and strength. He may send a mentor who simplifies what seemed complicated. He may open a door for training or learning that equips you. He may give you an idea that multiplies. He may send support that eases burdens. Resources come in many forms, and God knows exactly which ones you will need to walk confidently into your next phase. Sometimes God also hides resources until the timing is right. If you had received them earlier, you may have misused them, misunderstood them, or misapplied them. But now, because you have grown through hardships, learned through battles, and matured through delays, you are prepared to steward resources wisely. What is coming your way is not small. It will be divine provision tailored for your assignment. You will not have to force it. You will not have to beg for it. You will recognize it as God's hand because it will come with peace, clarity, and supernatural timing. Then there are opportunities, doors that lead to elevation. These opportunities might appear as conversations, invitations, partnerships, new directions, or unexpected chances to shine. They may look simple on the surface, but they will carry destiny weight. They will be aligned with your calling, your growth, and the dreams God planted in your heart. Opportunities from God are never random. They are carefully timed intersections where preparation meets divine timing. You will realize that things you thought were wasted will suddenly connect. An old idea may revive. A past skill may come into use. A forgotten dream may resurface. God wastes nothing. He simply waits for the right moment to activate everything. Behind the scenes, God is orchestrating these elements, people, resources, opportunities in a way you could never accomplish alone. Think of a symphony. Each instrument plays its part, but only the conductor sees the entire score. You may see only one part of your life at a time, but God sees the whole masterpiece. He is coordinating every note, every movement, every transition, the things that felt like scattered pieces of being arranged into perfect harmony. What seemed random is becoming purposeful. What seemed chaotic is becoming strategic. What seemed delayed is becoming right on time. His alignment also includes timing. Sometimes a blessing is ready, but the timing is not. Other times the timing is ready, but the blessing is still being prepared. In this season, both are converging. The timing is maturing and the blessing is forming. This is why things may begin to feel different inside you. Your spirit senses movement, even if your eyes do not see it yet. You feel more alert, more expectant, more aware. You feel drawn toward new things and uninterested in old cycles. This is the internal confirmation that alignment is taking place. During alignment, God may also shift your desires. What you once wanted, you may no longer want. What you once overlooked, you may now feel drawn to. When God elevates you, He adjusts your inner compass so that your heart aligns with the direction He is sending you. Pay attention to these shifts. They are not coincidences. They are divine indicators. Another part of God's alignment is separation from distractions. He will quiet noise around you. You may notice less drama, less confusion, fewer unnecessary conversations. This is not isolation. It is divine focus. God is earing your atmosphere so you can recognize the opportunities He brings. Sometimes elevation requires solitude, not because you're alone, but because God is fine-tuning your spirit. He's preparing you to perceive what others might overlook. Alignment also brings clarity. You may suddenly understand things that were confusing before. Ideas will flow. Decisions will feel easier. Paths will appear that were once hidden. Divine alignment opens your eyes to possibilities you never considered. It removes fog from your mind and heaviness from your heart. Clarity is a sign that God is adjusting your direction. As God aligns everything around you, He is also aligning everything within you. Your thoughts, your emotions, your expectations, your energy, everything is being recalibrated to match the blessing coming. You are being shaped, refined, and strengthened, so that when the elevation arrives, you rise without fear, manage without stress, and walk without hesitation. This alignment is leading you toward divine elevation, not a small improvement, not a minor shift, but a genuine lifting, a raising of your status, your influence, your opportunities, your impact. God elevates not to inflate e.g., but to fulfill purpose. Your elevation will not only bless you, it will bless others connected to you. It will bring healing, inspiration, provision, and direction to people who will encounter you in your new position. What God is preparing for you is intentional. What you're about to receive is purposeful. Everything connected to your next level is being lined up with precision. Even the things you cannot see, God is aligning. Even the things you forgot, He is arranging. Even the things you prayed years ago, He's answering now. Behind the scenes, the stage is being set for your elevation. And when the moment arrives, it will feel sudden, but it was being prepared long before you knew. Beloved brothers and sisters, don't tell anyone. I'm serious. What you are about to hear is not for everyone. There is a reason this secret has been hidden for centuries. And today you will understand this is not just an ordinary prayer. This is a divine command, an invisible spiritual key that can make money appear out of nowhere. Not by many years of sacrifice, not by daily sweat. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes is enough for the whole sky to change. If you're not ready, stop right now. But if you are truly ready, continue with me. This prayer is not in the traditional Bible. You will not hear it in group meetings, nor see anyone teach it publicly. It has been kept secret, preserved through ancient texts, passed on silently from generation to generation. The reason is clear. Whoever uses it without faith, without understanding, will see nothing. But whoever comes with an open heart, with true faith, their life will be changed forever. I want you to pause for a moment and let your heart listen. This is not a legend. This is a truth that has been tested, lived, witnessed. There have been people who did this and reported that their lives turned around in the blink of an eye. Money came from unexpected sources. Debts thought forgotten were suddenly paid. Doors that were tightly shut suddenly flung open. The ordinary disappeared, making way for the supernatural to enter. Someone once told me that all of this is too fast, too unreasonable to believe. But to those who have faith, they will understand that nothing is too fast for God. He does not need 10 years to perform a miracle. He only needs a moment. And these 2 minutes of prayer are that moment. You may be in a state where your faith is weary, where fear is stronger than hope. Maybe you're used to long sleepless nights, warned on lying about bills, about debts, about an empty refrigerator. Maybe you've shed tears in silence, seeing yourself powerless before the red numbers in your account. I know that feeling. And it is precisely in the weakest moment that this prayer appears to change everything. This is not just a plea, this is a command, an activation. When you repeat it with sincerity, the entire universe will move. All resources will be rearranged to work for you. You will see money come inexplicably. Opportunities appear unexpectedly. What was locked will be opened. What was blocked will be released. I repeat, this is not something to go around telling. This is not to be turned into a joke. This is not to be used as an experiment. It is sacred. It is private. It is for the one who is prepared. If you treat it lightly, you will receive nothing. But if you take it seriously, if you keep it secret, if you perform it with faith, you will see the difference. Remember this sentence and write it in faith as an initiating act. I receive invisible abundance right now. This sentence is not random. It is the fur. When you say or write it with faith, you are declaring to heaven that you are ready and be our Dan. Why? You are allowing the invisible resources to begin flowing. Some people, after praying, came back and said they received an unexpected transfer. Some saw a contract they thought lost return. Some were called for a surprise interview. Some opened their banking app and saw money they didn't know where it came from. They all said the same thing was inexplicable but completely real. Imagine if that happened to you. Imagine when you prayed these 2 minutes and on that very day an unexpected sum of money is released. Imagine the relief when debt is erased, when bills are paid, when sleep returns beat and to the errant because you no longer worry. This is what this prayer aims for. Not for you to flaunt wealth, but for you to have peace, to have freedom, to have a life no longer bound by financial fear. And do not forget, this is the beginning of a journey. When you activate the prayer, you are not just calling money back, you are inviting transformation to enter. You are telling heaven that you are ready to beg to a new person, a person who trusts, is courageous, and knows that miracles are always real. Right now, lower the voice in your soul. Let the outside world fall silent. You are standing before the duty Aaron, or of a secret that has been hidden for too long. You are about to step into a space where the supernatural meets everyday life. And with just 2 minutes, everything can change. Do not hurry. Prepare your heart. Believe that this moment is not accidental. You did not randomly hear this. You were chosen and to hear, to experience, to witness. And when you are truly ready, step with me to the next part where the 2-minute prayer will be revealed. Part 2, the power of the invisible spiritual key. There is a truth you need to know. This prayer is not merely words spoken to please. It is a tool, an invisible key that opens a door the physical eye cannot see. In the material world, you are familiar with metal keys to open a house or a car. But in the spiritual world, there are also keys. And the key you're about to hold is this prayer. Ancients knew that when a person utters words with faith, Turu's words become a command in the unseen realm. They go out like a wave of vibration, touching those things no one sees, and then return with results manifest before your eyes. That is why this prayer is called a sacred command. It's not merely a plea, it is an activation. Kings and prophets of old kept this secret for themselves. They knew this was not something to share carelessly, because if it falls into the hands of the unbelieving, it is only empty words. But if it is in the hands of the faithful, it becomes unstoppable power. There have been leaders who used it to open supplies for a who and lean in times of scarcity. There were prophets who used it to deliver people from poverty. And there have been ordinary people quietly practicing it who then saw miracles flow into their lives. Some have told that after speaking this prayer, they received an unexpected phone call saying a sum of NDRF money long held back had been released. Some saw a transfer appear in their account they had not expected. Some received messages about a job opportunity, a contract, or payment they thought was lost. They all share one thing in common: money and opportunities came from unpredictable sources, as if the whole universe had been rearranged to bless them. You may ask why 2 minutes alone can produce such great results. The answer lies in the fact that this is not the power of man. This is the activation of God's authority. He is the one who can create all things from nothing, the one who spoke and light appeared, the one who turned water into wine, the one who fed thousands with a few loaves. When he acts, no limit can hold back. And this 2-minute prayer is the key by which you invite him into your financial life. Think of the times you have been exhausted, desperate from lack, the long nights without sleep because bills pile up, the moments when you felt crushed by debt and did not know how to escape. In times like these, reason helps little. You can calculate, you can rack your brain for solutions, but every door seems closed. It is precisely then that this secret prayer appears to open a way human hands cannot open. It is like standing before a great iron door heavy that no one can push. You have tried many ways but failed. Then you are handed a key. You only need to insert it and turn immediately. The door opens easily. That is the image of the dominant prayer. It is the key to open the treasury of heaven where supply never runs out. You may have heard many sermons and many prayers, but this is different. This is a company and sealed command, a sacred formula. And the reason it is not widely publicized is to protect its sanctity. The unbelieving will mock, turn it into a jawadi, and thereby offend its power. But the faithful will keep it, cherish it, and when they pray, power will flow. There is one important thing you must remember. This is not magic. This is no tea, a charm. This is not a deception. This is the operation of faith in the unseen world. Faith is the elect and veracity, and this prayer is the switch. When you flip the switch with faith, the current flows and the light comes on. Without faith, the switch is nothing but a piece of plastic. But with faith, the whole dark room is filled with light. I want you to tell yourself that you are holding a priceless TR. Do not belittle it. Do not turn it into an experiment. Keep it as you would a precious gem. And each time you repeat it, do so with sincerity, with focus, with the conviction that the supernatural is taking place. You may think these are only words, but remember the Bible says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. Your words can build or destroy. And when you use this prayer, your words become a creative instrument, seating you to the source of divine energy. When you repeat it with faith, you are placing an order directly with heaven. You are sin, being a request with no intermediary, and heaven will answer you in unexpected ways. It may be a sum of money that appears. It may be a job opportunity opening. It may be an old friend returning to repay a forgotten debt. Or it may be the forgiveness of a creditor. Anything can happen because you are operating in the realm of miracles. You may never have experienced anything like this before, but once you begin, you will understand this tout prayer will become the door that leads you into another world where lack no longer has authority, where fear is defeated, where financial flow becomes easy, and you will reattend lies one thing. Money is not the ultimate goal. It is only a sign that heaven is acting. More important is the change within you. You will see greater faith. She wept and said too. For the first time in her life, she felt real relief and freedom. There are even stranger stories. A middle-aged man, unemployed for many months and sinking into depression because he couldn't support his family, heard the prayer and prayed it every morning. One afternoon, he ran into an old free ND by chance. That brief conversation led him to a job opportunity with pay beyond his expectations. He admitted that he could not have found the job by his own effort alone. It was the hand of God opening the door through this secret prayer. The wonderful thing is these experiences brought not only money, but also renewed faith and new hope. Many people say they previously lived in financial fear. Every morning felt like a burden, worried about bills and an uncertain future. But after entering into the 2-minute prayer, they felt peace. This peace cannot be bought with money, yet it becomes the Chambardi source of strength that helps them continue to live, continue to believe, continue to move forward. You may be wondering whether these things can happen to you. The answer is yes, because this prayer makes no distinction. It is not only for special people, the wealthy or the powerful. It is for an unbed Yanan who has faith and is willing to repeat it with a sincere heart. Whether you are a father, a mother, a student, or a worker, you can experience the same miracle. There is one common point among all who witness change. They did not treat the prayer as an experiment. They did not say it jokingly or casually. They approached it with respect and genuine faith. And the result is that miracles became real in their lives. Imagine this. You are sitting in a small room worried about the future, and you pray for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. But in that moment, the universe is being reshaped. You do not see it with your eyes immediately, but doors are opening, calls are being prepared, sums of money are on their way back to you. You carry on with your day as usual, and then the phone rings. A bank notification shows a transfer. An old friend contacts you and repays a long-forgotten debt. A job offer arrives unexpectedly. It all seems prearranged. The important thing you need to remember is, do not take it lightly. Do not repeat the prayer with a distracted mind. Do it in silence with the conviction that a miracle is taking place. And then you will see money does not appear like a magic trick, but appears as the result of a supernatural order at work. Some people have testified that after praying, they received exactly the amount needed to pay debts. No more, no less. As if heaven knew the need and provided at the right time in the hour. Right way. Others told of receiving a small investment opportunity from which money began to multiply. All of this shows that God not only answers, He also gives a new path. I shared these things so you know you are not alone. There is a large community experiencing this secret prayer together. They are living proof that miracles are real, and you can become one of them. If you are hearing this and feel this prayer touches your heart, I invite you to continue with us on the Daily Jesus Message channel. Every day there are prayers and messages prepared to strengthen faith and bring change to your life. Don't miss out. Subscribe to always receive the Lateness Nest CPT prayers so your faith journey is nourished daily. This is not just a button on a screen. It is an act of commitment that you are ready to live in the flow of miracles. Some have said that once they committed and prayed regularly, they began to see continuous change. Not just once, but many times. Not by chance, but as a steady stream. Because once you put yourself under the hand of God, He doesn't just perform one miracle for you and stop. He continues to accompany you, continue to clear the way, continue to bless. So keep this prayer in your heart. Don't tell those who do not believe, but inherit with someone you feel needs it. It might be a relative in debt, a friend who has lost erection. You could be the channel through which a miracle reaches them, but do it with love and with faith. In the next part, we will go deeper to see how this prayer not only touches finances, but also Trey Beard ends forms spirit and soul. But for now, stop and let your faith be strengthened. Remember that miracles are not distant, they are within reach. Only 2 minutes of prayer away. Part 4, the prayer for deliverance from debt and lack. There are days when you sit quietly staring at the pile of unpaid bills and the armbar. The red numbers in your bank account sink your heart into fear. You have counted every small coin to buy a packet of noodles, a carton of milk, trying to hide your worry from your family. You have stayed awake through the night wondering where to find money for rent, electricity, or your children. Tuition. In those moments, you feel trapped, surrounded by a vicious cycle with no escape. Perhaps you have tried to manage, you borrowed, you sought side jobs, you hoped in promises, but everything vanished like the wind. This door closed, that door would not open. You grew tired and desperate. Weber felt as though the whole world had turned its back on you. Yet in the deepest darkness, the light of the secret 2-minute prayer appears. You must understand that this prayer is not a game. It is a spiritual key preserved for centuries. And you right now are being given the chance to use it with RN. You utter these words with faith. Heaven itself will move. The invisible chains of debt and lack will be broken. Now let us join together in prayer. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your chest and repeat each word sincerely. Lord God, gracious and mighty Father, today I come before you with a heavy heart. I place into your hands the debts I cannot pay, the bills piled upon my table, the funds I do not know where to find. I confess that I have often been afraid, often doubted, often wanted to give up, but now I choose to trust in you, Father. Open the windows of heaven and pour out financial miracles upon my life. Cause debts to be paid, bills to be removed, and financial burdens to vanish. I believe you can make money appear from places I cannot imagine. I believe you can release sources that seem locked away. Touch the hearts of my CR editors that they may show mercy. Forgive and give me another chance. Release the funds that are being withheld. Place me in unexpected situations where I will receive provision beyond imagination. I do not ask for riches to boast. I do not seek abundance to live selfishly. I only ask for enough to care for my family, to live in peace, and to be a bra able to help others in need. Deliver me from the vicious cycle of debt and set me on the path of freedom and hope. I believe that right now, as I speak these words, the universe is being reshaped. Doors are opening, chains are being broken, streams of provision are on their way to me. I do not care how you will do it, but I know you always have a way, and I choose to trust you completely. Lord, let me see a miracle in the coming days. Let me receive an unexpected sum, a new contract, a job opportunity, or forgiveness from a creditor. Let me see your hand at work so I may know for certain tender that I am not alone. I thank you because you hear me. I thank you because you are acting. I thank you because the miracle has already begun, and I believe that from today my life will never be the same. You have just prayed. Believe that every word you spoke does not fall to the ground in vain. Each sentence you repeated has become a command in the unseen realm. God has heard and He is acting. You may not see results immediately, but be patient. Wonders are being prepared and will come to you at the appointed time. Remember, this time of night prayer is not only to resolve debt, it is also to shake in Bore age how you see life. It reminds you that you are not abandoned, that you have a Father in heaven who cares and answers. When you believe, you open the door for the supernatural to enter. And when the supernatural enters, your life is transformed. If you are hearing these words and feel the miracle touching your heart, I encourage you to keep walking in faith. Do not stop at one prayer. Make it part of your daily rhythm. Let your heart overflow with faith every morning, every evening, and you will see the stream of miracles become constant, not just a passing moment. I also invite you to stay connected in this community of faith. On the daily Jesus message, there are new prayers every day, powerful messages prepared to nourish your soul. When you subscribe, you are not just clicking a button, you are telling God that you want to walk this journey. You are not alone. You have a far and biblically of faith praying and believing with you. Remember, miracles are not far away. They are drawing near to you. They may appear in a text message, in a bank transfer, in an unexpected job door, or in forgiveness from a creditor. When it happens, you will know that this Tamino prayer truly is the key to freedom. So keep your heart steady, keep believing, keep praying, and be ready to tell your own miracle story. One day you will stand and testify that you saw money appear from nowhere, that you saw God at work, that you were delivered from the weight of debt. The next part will take you deeper on this journey to see that miracles are not one-time events, but can become a continuous flow. But right now, give thanks to God, for He has already begun a new work in your life. Part 5, spiritual freedom and the removal of fear. There is a truth that few dare to admit. Often poverty and lack do not only live in the wallet, but also in the mind and the heart. Some live in depth, but their greatest pain is not the numbers in the ledger. It is the feeling of helplessness, of shame, of believing they have no value. These very feelings cause people to lose faith, lose hope, and gradually occur hardship as destiny. But God did not create you to live in fear and despair. He created you to live in freedom, in peace, and in the abundance of His love. This 2-minute prayer has power not only to bring money, but also to break spiritual chains. It frees you from a poverty mindset, from the negative voices that whisper you will never change, that you are unworthy, that you will always be stuck. Perhaps you have often heard those inner whispers, voices saying you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, that life is not for you. And when you believe those lies, you tie your boron self to a cycle of fear. But today, in this very part, I want you to know there is a power greater than those voices. That power is in the secret prayer you are hearing. Now let us step into a prayer that touches not only your finances, but your soul. Close your eyes, place your hand on your chest, and then be our attendee. Repeat with me, fill my heart with the convict and beard on, that I can step into a new life where miracles and abundance are reality. I thank you, Beck. Oz, you love me, not for achievements or perfection, but because I am your child. I thank you because you promised never to forsake me, never to forget me. I choose to believe that promise, and I believe that F and D are wrong. Today, I am no longer a victim of fear, but a child of the Almighty. Amen. You have just spoken a prayer of power. You may feel a lightness in your heart as though an invisible burden has been lifted. That is the evidence that God is at W. The change does not begin in the wallet, but first in turn, he art. When your mind and spirit are renewed, your outward life begins to transform. Remember, poverty truly begins inside. When you think you cannot, you live in helplessness. But when you believe you can, you open the door to new possibilities. And this dominate prayer is the tool to change your intard or belief, your mindset, your life. Many have testified that after praying, they not only saw money arrive, but also saw confidence return. They began stepping out with new hope, daring to try what they once feared. And in those steps, opportunities open. You too can be one of them. I remind you, T. Vineyard and Hat miracles are not random. They do not happen to a few lucky people. They happen to those who choose to believe, who persevere, who do not give up. And if you are hearing this, you are invited to be that person. Do not keep your faith to yourself. Nurture it daily. Let this prayer become your here, that they aren't beat. And let your soul be reminded often that you are not alone. That is why I invite you today. Today I come before you with urgency in my soul. I cannot over this on my own. I see debt piling up, bills overflowing, and I have no one else to depend on but you. Please act right now. Open the windows of heaven and pour immediate provision upon my life. Release the funds that are being held back. Cause a financial miracle to happen today. Lord, I am not asking out of greed. I am not seeking riches to boast. I only ask for instant rescue, so I may live in peace, provide for my family, and continue walking in faith. Send an unexpected song, an unfog message, a transfer notification, a new offer. I believe you can do it right now. I believe you are acting in. As I speak these words, I do not look at circumstances. I do not look at numbers. I look to you, the one who makes the impossible possible. Lord, turn my worry into praise. Turn my tears into joy. Turn the dark night of despair into a morning full of hope. I give everything into your hands, and I believe that even in this very moment, the miracle is being set in motion. Thank you for the rescue that is coming. Thank you for the provision being released. Thank you for being the Father who never abandons me. Amen. You have just prayed an urgent prayer. Do not think these are only words. Every sentence you spoke has become a command in the unseen realm. God has heard. God is acting. And you will see results faster than you expect. Many, after praying urgently, saw miracles within 24 hours. It is not always the same, but the common thread is that rescue always comes on time, and you will experience that too. Believe that from today, your hardest days are fading behind you, and the days of miracles are drawing near.